G'day, this is Jason here from 1 Hour Forex, and today is December 13th, 2011. Lucky 13 today, huh? Well, do you see what I see on the chart here? This huge candle down, 1 hour. Well, what this is telling us is it looks like the rumors that the euro is going to drop 1,500 pips just may come true. Okay, this is what it's looking like to me. Or this could be a fake false breakout and it's going to run back up. But I have this feeling they're going to take it. They're going to take her down, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let's look at the setups. Okay, so here, let me move this thing out of my way. It's always in my way. Okay. I know you don't know what I'm talking about. It's below the screen here. Okay. Here is 2 o'clock in the morning, okay? Basically, we opened up. We went up above to here. Came back down, turned red, okay? Our sell entry would have been right there. 31.92, and our take profit would have been right there, okay? Well, missed it by a pip. So if you were there with your order open and you closed it, okay, look at it fall. It just keeps falling, eh? They're just sinking the sucker. Okay. Anyway, so, you know, if you did close your trade there, somewhere down there, once it started hesitating and pulling back, you could have got at least 20, 22 pips out of it. You see, I always do that, and I tell you guys that whenever you're coming to a major support or a major resistance, and that's your target, you got to remember that support and resistance traders always buy off of support and sell off of resistance. See how they sold to the pip, ladies and gentlemen. Almost to the pip here. They bought off this low, okay? Took it back up, okay? Right here, before this huge move down here, ladies and gentlemen, okay? To the pip almost, right off this high, right off here, okay? Boom, they took it back, went up to here, whammo. They slammed her down, like 140 pips now. This is why support and resistance is so critical with this system, okay? I developed this system for one sole reason, okay? And that is, I always knew there was buy fakes and sell fakes, and I used to get caught in them, and I'm sure you do too. And I said to myself, but there's no real true system that you can actually buy, you know, do it successfully that I've seen, where you just buy and sell off support and resistance. It doesn't always work, and this is where I studied the charts. I took away the moving averages, and I put, you know, these two. This indicator is very critical, okay? It uses Fibonacci levels, okay? This isn't your regular pivots point indicator, okay? I also know that these levels of 3,200 and 3,150, they're very critical, important levels. Traders buy and sell off of those levels. They're very psychological, okay? And that's where I put this system together, when they go up and hit it, turn around, come down kind of deal. So anyway, I'm going to continuously prove this to you, that this system works, you know, but like always, there's those people, they just keep sending me emails. Oh, I can't trade it at in the 2 o'clock in the morning. Oh, I can't trade it at that time. I need a refund. Yeah, well, all systems, you have to trade it at that time, unless you're going to try and trade some end-of-day system. Well, good luck finding an end-of-day system that works, because most of the time the banks come and hunt your stops, and you need big stops when you use end-of-day trading strategies. Okay, let's get back into this now. So you took, you know, you could have took, woulda, coulda, shoulda, maybe, but didn't. Okay, about 20-something pips on there. Now this candle, let's go take a look. I didn't look at it yet, but let's take a look-see and what it did. It probably stopped us out or something. But we'll take the auto scroll off. We'll go to the 15, and we'll see what that brought us. Okay. here we go. Here's the opening of the candle, okay? Hold on, we got to go back to the 1 hour. I got to put my trigger line in there. Where are you? Here we go. Here's our trigger line. So, yes, right here, we would have sold it, okay? Okay. Right here. Okay, so here's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, see? By the time we would have sold it, there was no trade on this candle because it went up first. Okay, let me prove that to you. Or no, actually, it may have came down first, rallied up, made this high wick, came back down, then turned red. Okay, so when it turned red, it was basically either within the last 5 minutes of you know, our trading time, or it was in the last 15 minutes of our trading time. Either or, there was no trade, probably no trade on this candle. If you did get short here, okay, there was about 18 pips down here, down to the low again. Could have got about 20 pips or so, okay? And then, of course, it rallied back up again. So let's, I don't think there was any trade on here, okay? There was a trade on here, though, on this last candle. It was good for 22 pips. Okay, let's look back at the chart, 1 hour chart again. Right here. Okay, see, we're running back up now. Must have hit some major support here. Well, S3 is way down there, so it's kind of backing off of 30.50, not 30. Soon we're going to be in the 20s. Okay, anyway, let me get a drink here. So, on this first candle, okay, we had a 20 pip trade. This one, it was too late to get in the trade. Here's our last trade candle to trade off of. Basically, it didn't do anything, as you can see. It's a very small candle. Okay, so now let's go and look at where we started trading today. Okay, here's the 8 o'clock candle right here. Okay, nothing happened. Okay, so then when this candle opened, okay, I watched this very closely, so I'm not going to go to the 15-minute chart. Okay, when it opened, it went up, almost touched 3,200, came back down, turned red. So if you got in here, okay, short, you would have got in, okay, come on, right here, okay. So you would have got short there, into the target was exactly 10 pips. You got your 10 pips, okay? Then, in the same amount of time, this is a two-trick pony here, okay, ladies and gents, it raced back up and turned blue. I did this trade, okay? I got long and I took my profit at 3,200, which was another 10 pips, okay? So you would have got long right there, and there's your 12 pips to the target, okay? So, you got 12 buying and you got 10 selling on this candle here, okay? And on this candle over here, you got about 22. So that's 1, 2, 3 winners so far, ladies and gents. Now let's look at the big kahuna. Now, I wanted to mention this to some people because I know they're a little confused on it. What you really want to see, okay, is like at least a 10 pip wick, so that your stop can be at least 10 pips or 15 pips or so. Now look at the top of this wick, okay, to the open of the candle. See, it's only like 6.5 pips, okay. So when you have a small wick like that, okay, and it's bouncing off a whole number or a pivot point or what have you, or an R1, S1, whatever, okay, you might want to extend your stop, okay, make it about 10 pips or make it to the nearest swing high or swing low, depending if you're buying or selling, okay? So, in this particular case, it did not, okay, once it was moving really, really slow. I know, I watched it. I got in short on this one as well. It was moving really slow, and it went up, came back down, turned red, came back up, turned blue a few pips, but I think also one time it came back up and actually went to the high again. Okay, it came back down and turned red. So, if some of you did this trade and you put your stop like 6 pips away, well, if you got stopped out, it wouldn't surprise me that you got stopped out. But, you know, you got to have a little common sense here. You know, I can't make up all the rules for you, but you got to have at least, you know, a bit of a bigger stop, okay? As you can see, it came up to the pivot, came down, retraced. You know, it was in a downtrend here. So, you know, you might have wanted to have just a little bit bigger stop. Anyway, if you would have entered short right here, first target was 43 pips, okay? For those of you who could see how strong the move was, if you held it, okay, to the close of the candle, that's 108 pips, ladies and gentlemen. 108 pips. Yes, indeed. Some people would beg, borrow, and steal to get 100 pips, 110 pips on a trade. So anyway, that was it for the U.S. session. Okay, so let's quickly look at the pound now and the Australian dollar and other ones. I don't know if I can have enough time here. Okay, let's take a look. So, same thing in the pound. I'm just going to look at the U.S. session. Came up, came down, turned red, boom. Okay, you got short. First target, 35 pips. If you held it till the end of the candle, you got 50 pips. You know, let's take a look at the Aussie. Same deal in the Aussie. Came up to 0150, came back down, turned red. Look at that. First target, 40 pips, pivot, 49 pips, close of the candle, 61 pips. Let's look at the Swissy now. Same deal. Look at that, eh? It's funny how these pairs do the opposite, eh, of what they're doing, of what other candles, other pairs are doing. So right here, boom. Same thing as the euro. Almost hit 93.50, came back up, turned blue. First target 36 pips, second target 43. If you held it to the end of the candle, there's 57 pips, ladies and gentlemen. So it was a great day in the 1 hour Forex neighborhood. Okay, we made lots of pips again. Why people get refunds? I'll never know. I'll never know. It's like, if you can't trade during the UK or the US session, then I best tell you, you better not trade at all. Because if you think you can succeed with a day job or night job or whatever, and you think you can trade the Asia session and win, you'll never succeed in Forex. Because that's not when the market moves. The market moves in the UK and the US. Look at here's the Asia session. Woohoo! How many pips did we move? Let's see. 18 pips. Wow. Yeah, you're gonna get rich off that. Okay, so that's it for today, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll see you tomorrow. And like I told you, basically this Friday will be the last day for the setups until January. So I just wanted to remind you of that. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow.